after the excitement of the RBA's first rate cut in 4 years.
We were so happy listening to that.
Such a relief.
Yeah.
The question for home borrowers now is, when will their bank lower their variable rate?
We haven't celebrated that yet, but we will do something once we get that change in the repayment.
Some lenders, like Athena, have already passed the rate cut on, but 3 of the big 4 banks and Macquarie are holding out until the 28th. It's 4th of March for Westpac customers and the 10th for HSBC home borrowers.
We could see the lowest variable rate drop to around 5.5%.
The rate cuts already, I believe. So we won't see any change today.
This mortgage broker's clients need rate relief now.
They're still in pain and they're expecting for the rate to be passed on the same day or the next day.
While delaying rate cuts is good for bank profits, it's bad for borrowers.
They're losing money every day in interest payments, and it's making them falling behind, paying their home loans off as soon as possible.
Adding to the pain, wage growth has fallen to its lowest level in more than 2 years, slowing from 3.6% in the year to September to 3.2% in 12 months to December. That's in line with the RBA's forecasts. Australians are still getting a real pay rise though, with wages rising above inflation, thanks in part to rent and energy subsidies.
The wages numbers came in a little weaker than was expected, and that slowdown in wages growth is a critical part of continuing to see inflation track back towards the RBA's target.
The Federal Treasurer has asked landlords to consider the rate cut when setting their rents, and acknowledged Australians are still doing it tough.
Even with the progress that we've made together on inflation and wages and now interest rates, we know that people are still under pressure.
For many Australian families, this will be too little, too late.
While borrowers wait for lenders to pass on the Reserve Bank's rate cut, the RBA Governor has poured cold water on the prospect of the relief ramping up. However, Michele Bullock's caution is also by design, to prevent spending sprees, which could see inflation rise again.
We think that there's only one more interest rate cut coming this year, and we think that's likely to arrive in the 3rd quarter of this year, and we've got in mind that there might just be one more in the early part of next year as well.
High rates have meant fewer patrons for this Queensland publican.
I'm very confident this week we're going to see a lot of relief.
As for when her own bank will pass on the rate cut, Jade Moore is still waiting to hear.
Hopefully everyone will pass that on. We can see a bit of relief in the economy, which will benefit small business, benefit individuals, benefit families. The RBA, fingers crossed, will cut interest rates again.
Hope that may take a while to become reality.